So this is the biggest drum we ever made here at Moperc. It's a 16-inch tumba. In this case, we made a 5-bend custom cubano in Brazilian mahogany. So that's also one of the most expensive drum we ever made. Of course, Brazilian mahogany plus this special size. It's actually a special request we had from a client. That's not something I would necessarily try to make, as we already make pretty big drums like a 13 or 14-inch drum. But this specific client asked us to make a 15 and then a 16-inch. We had to check first if we were able to make this drum before saying yes to the client. This drum is pretty big, then the belly is also very big, and we weren't sure it was gonna fit on the lathe. The other thing is that we had to modify our gluing press as it wasn't big enough to receive such a big shell. Sound-wise, it's a very interesting drum that has a lot of power. When you're in the room, you're able to feel the vibration of such drum. Now on a recording, it's a bit hard to demonstrate, but when you're in the room, you can feel that everything is shaking, literally. Even the tone and of course the bass. I mean, you hear everything is rumbling and shaking in the room. Our computer screens are shaking and every single piece of metal or whatever in the room is kind of vibrating. So it's not necessarily the most versatile drum. It has a pretty limited tuning range. Right now it's tuned pretty low. The bass is super deep. So there's always something shaking in the studio when you play that bass. Now, if I tune it slightly higher, the tone becomes a bit more interesting. So bottom line, it's not a drum that is going to sound better than any other drum. It's just very interesting as it was a special request. And then it produces a very deep bass. So I would say very unique drum. And then we're able to make it. So if you want one, hit me up.